to claim his position on the front row, third place, as we rock in to the next one. And keen just to see who we get alongside. Is that Johnny? Has Johnny got a bike in there as well? Looks like Johnny's yeah, it might be. Is that Johnny Lewis? No, I don't catch his. Yeah, no, I've got Johnny's name in there. Didn't realise he had a small bike as well, so he's slotted in there. Oh, that'll be the Formula 3 bike. Sorry, of course it will be. That'll still be his Formula 3 bike. Here's me thinking of just junior bears. But the reason we have this group together is the fact that we've got riders from those two classes, and they've qualified based on their times irrespective of their class. Keen to look out for the number 5 that we've got on the front row. Unsure of who that is. As we quickly look at our program, we'll get an update of just who it is shortly. Trying to recognise the leathers. Is that it? Andrew Forward? No. You're obviously very fast when you get on the front row. Well, number 7 can't read all right. Doesn't know his place to go to, but he is now. Whoever was ninth to qualify has not made it back to the start line. There's a total gap left here. A staggered start. Oh, nice one from the number 167 to get away. 40, not bad off the second row as well. Good run from Hayden Scorridge on the Ducati 750 SS. One of Ducati's all-round most favourite. There was two beautiful Ducati SS 750s racing up the hill on Thursday, so more of them out on the racetrack today. Of course, these bikes will be using this event as a superb warm-up, only 2 weeks away to New Zealand's most favoured bears event in the country called the Sound of Thunder, rocking into Ruapuna Christchurch again at the end of the month. So a classic event to see, and there'll be some classic motorcycles, I'm sure, there. So bring it on. So here we have Southland Honda Formula 3 and E. Hayes and Son Bears Juniors. Yes, indeed, the world's fast Indian, authentic, original and legendary. Free to view, only where the people come first. E. Hayes on 168 D Street here in Invercargill at ehayes.co.nz. The world's #1 motorcycle hardware store right here in Invercargill, the home of the BurtMunro. So in fact, the Ashley Well is now the name that's been given. Now, in fact, why I only saw a 5? That's the reason. I only saw the 5. The number obviously has rolled over the edge. So the 57 of local man, Ashley Weller. Go, Ashley. Yes, that's better. That's better, Ash Weller. Nice to see, 57. There we go with Ashley, the local man on the Suzuki GSX R450. Courtesy of the Weller Family Race Supplies and Pirelli Tyres. Love your work, Ashley. Big juicy beard that he wears. He certainly looks like the real timber man. He is in fact involved in the forestry and timber industry. He's a man that knows what a fair day's work's all about. He could lug the odd pine tree around on his shoulder, no trouble at all. And here he comes to throwing a bike around on a racetrack like Teretonga. He does it so well, knows it so well, loves it so well, and down through the Macaulay Ford S is executing it so well. So bring it on, Ashley. Love to see you, mate. Sorry, my apologies having missed the number on the side there, as it was on the front. I could only see the 5 and think I didn't know who that was, but once again we see him and realise who it is straight away. Bring it on, Invercargill. He's right at home here on this fantastic circuit. Let's see how he goes today. Ashley Weller, Invercargill. Johnny Lewis out of Nelson, Heath Bodiger out of Nelson, Hayden Scorridge. Hayden formerly out of, in fact, yes, still is out of Dunedin, and go to Alware. Jamie Ostadillo, this lovely young 18-year-old lady from America. Well done to Jamie. Nice to have her family with us. Welcome. So there we go. Ashley, Johnny, now the first two. Down to 34. So they're both F3 races, by the way. So Hayden Scorridge will be the first Bears. He'll be the first Bears Juniors out there on the E. Hayes and Son Bears lineup. Heath Bodiker's on a Bears Junior, so although he's in 4th place, he'll be 3rd. Jamie's on a Bears Junior, so she'll actually be in 3rd place in that class. Look to 22, Al Ware. Al's on a Bears, sorry, my apologies, a Formula 3 class on the Suzuki SV 650, so he'll be 3rd in that class. So as it turns out, the first 6 are 3 Bears Juniors and 3 in Formula 3 racing. At home with E. Hayes and Son and Southland Honda, proud to be generous sponsors of this fantastic event today. More motorcycles, if you've seen thrown at one event in a long, long time, over 200 entries. It is outstanding to see these kind of numbers. Well, folks, we've just gone lunchtime here, and time to rock and roll and having a whole lot of fun with remembering Ctas Live. Proud to bring you the coverage supported by Inter Islander. Inter Islander, classic sponsor of this legendary event, of course. Right, there we are, back to our front still with Ashley Weller, Johnny Lewis. Tell you what a credit to Ashley, somebody like Johnny Lewis. I know Johnny's a visitor, and this is at home with Ashley, but remembering that Johnny's got a lot more credentials in F3 racing than what Ashley has, so this is amazing credit. Come on, where's the Weller family? Let's have you all out here and cheering them on. This is great to see. The hometown man doing it so perfectly here today. Love the work going on. Here we are. I see the drone up in the sky. I've just spotted that. Man, oh man, I'd love to see some coverage of what it looked like from a drone up here today. And hopefully it's an authorised one to be in the skies around here. And keen to see what sort of coverage it'll be on. Here we are. There goes Butch to go past on the very lovely Ducati. My apologies. Wash your mouth, Neil Norton. And in fact, even though it's Bears Junior, he's actually doing it on a post-classic bike. It's a 1970s bike, and he's up against a bike from the current century. So there's a bike that's really, 30, 40, what are we up to? More, nearly 50, isn't it? It's nearly 50 years old. So, wow, something to be of appreciation with. So well done to Bush. Keep it up out there. The opportunity, of course, he'll have his class so he can double as well in there. There's 167 just spotting as he goes past. Heath Bodiger in a good race with Hayden Scorringe. Nothing between those guys. In fact, 0.083. That's 8/100ths of a second. There is nothing between that margin. They go round the loop there at the moment underneath the shadow of the pine trees. Come out into the open, ready to come towards us and head down towards Castrol. So out of the left-hander, heading down towards the right. Here they go. Great little battle. All this going on now in the fight for a third place. Oh, up on the inside. Oh, I saw him push it hard, but he didn't get the advantage. Hayden Scorridge. So there we go. Heath Bodiger's got it. So well done to Heath. Heath Bodiger has claimed it. Now remembering, that is the race for first in our Bears Junior field. Bears Junior field, because the first two are racing in the Formula 3 class. So great to spot and watch out there. So it is Johnny from Ashley. So they have changed the other way around. We were watching that battle for the first place. We've missed the change at the front. So Johnny's finally got past Ashley. That's what I'd expected it on previous race results and on racing experience. But still nothing between them. And there they are. Look at the checker. And Johnny excited. Nothing on that one. Nothing at all. As they went to the line. Wow, how close. And here we are again with Hayden takes some. My apologies. Heath taking the advantage over Hayden. So good work to go on. So there we had it in our lineup. So Johnny Lewis gets the first place. Ashley Weller gets the second, so 54 over 57. Then going, of course, to our Bears Junior class, where we've just seen Hayden, and my apologies, Heath. And in fact, I see Heath's not in that one, so 167 for Heath Bodiger. So we'll take a note of him in the program. And then, in fact, the second place then we go to will be Hayden. And I presume we've still got Jamie to get that third spot. Where's Jamie? Oh, no, Jamie, unfortunately, dropping back. A little bit of bad luck for Jamie, so might have qualified well, hasn't quite finished as dominantly. So Johnny, Ashley, Heath and Hayden. Al Ware then gets third place, and he, of course, comes out of our Southland Honda Formula 3 class. As we look to Derek Partridge up there, Derek will be in the next group, so that gives him fourth place. As we check on Nigel Lennox, nice to have the Aucklander with us, calls himself Jaffa Racing, folks, so good on you, Nigel. So Nigel, he will get fifth place in that very good Formula 3. I'm looking still for the others in our Bears lineup at the moment. Shane Hildridge, no. Looking to Phil Mear. And Phil, no.